right, time to check on the jar babies. So now we're at a little past 48 hours, but we're on the second day of fermentation. So all of these likely still need a little more time. Some of these are definitely like still wicked stiff. Pretty much all of them have some sort of sign. This one looks like the weakest. This is the raspberry shrub. Yeah, nothing popping there. I noticed that the top is pushed up, which does mean it has some carbon dioxide action working in it. We got so much headspace here that it's hard to build up pressure in this space because of that. So if I look at that one and I look at this one I see bubbles. You know, I see bubbles that have been trapped down here working their way to the top. So even though this one's probably not going to hiss, oh, it did. Hey. Yeah. So this is the. Actually, oh, that smells good. That's starting to smell like you know, fermented peppers for that hot sauce. All right, then we got this one. So this is the pickled beets. Not much there, not much action, but again, 3 to 12 days on the ferment for that. The pickled eggs. So this one, I was thinking through this, I was like, you know what? This one's got just more than just the eggs. It's got those jalapenos in there. So that's actually probably, because of the sugars in the jalapenos, it's gonna kick it off even a little quicker. Yeah, a little something there. But this one, if I just like turn it, there's like bubbles coming up from down below. This one, again, it's got a lot of headspace. So yeah, no hiss on this one. But there are some bubbles. There are bubbles popping up, so it's still chugging along. There we go. All right, so this is the cucumber pickles. Now it's starting to look a little more cloudy. That's what we're looking for, because the cloudiness indicates that the the bacteria and everything are doing their job and that they're growing in population. There's a little hiss there. Now this is one where we didn't put a fermentation weight on the top, and I can see that some things are kind of like loosening up in there and they're kind of floating a little bit, so I'm going to put a fermentation weight on that. And the kimchi. Yep. Definitely more active than it was before. A lot of gas that needs to escape from this. All right. It's doing well. All right, so give it a rinse off. Since that one's got all that like Korean chili powder or chili flakes all over it. It smells delicious. It smells delicious, but it's one of those things where I also want to rinse off the jar too. And the last one, this one's like the most active. This one is the sauerkraut, which I have a feeling what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off like a little bit of it and then just add some fresh brine, so it's got a little more of an airspace gap to it. So I'm going to let this one I'm just going to crack it. Shh. It didn't bubble over, but there's like a lot of bubbles. You can see it's just bubbling away. So there's a lot of CO2 pockets in there, and what I really want to do is make sure that that we're not creating like little air pockets of CO2, which isn't bad, but I want to make sure that it's constantly in contact with brine. So that's why I'm going to add a little more brine, give it a little more headspace, sacrifice some of the final product. All right, and let's see. And we got the corned beef that's working along as well. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we went through everything. That's it. Bye.